Hey guys, it's SFP here and welcome to episode number 35 of my FIFA 16 Barcelona career mode. And right now I'm showing you guys my short list, and I know the outlier there is Mario Götze, and the reason being is that I need a star in my team. As we see here, the people I'm trying to sell, he's actually on his last year of his contract, so I think I have enough money with the budget that I have there to actually entice him to come here. Obviously I'm going to have to overpay for him, but if I can, that would be amazing. And I still have like three other Bayern Munich players, and I guess I'm gonna just squander Bayern Munich's squad right here, I guess. And obviously, I don't think I'll have everyone here, or I'll get everyone that I'm hoping for. But at least if I get a nice contingent, that will be great. And here I'm gonna show you guys the first squad report of this season. And this season is amazing because this season we will be playing in the Barclays Premier League, which is the goal we've had since the beginning of this career mode, and luckily it didn't take too long. Granted, the level of difficulty isn't exactly the one that would entice people to watch this career mode, so to speak, but I figure once I get the hang of it, I will actually start getting into the higher difficulties here. Anywho, as we can see here, so far everyone seems to be pretty decent. Lonergan again, and like I said, some of these players I'm actually gonna thinking about selling. And now this for the train simulation, I'm going to put the players that have the promising attribute there. And so far, it has a nice little group here. You know, I'm trying to build a core, and I think that this core will grow up very nicely. And here we're obviously going to go with the one with the most cash available. Excuse me. And as we can see here, we actually have two players that have recently uh, have gotten to our club based off the uh, player contract, the pre-contract that we signed last season. And I get another player simulation here, and hopefully Arthur Worry will grow one level by the time we get to the first game here. And I'm going to add two other people to the transfer list here. Two right backs because I think I'm satisfied with the amount of right backs I have right now. I think I have three already. Voser, Richards, and then Donnelly as a backup. Kind of little project there that I decided to have there at the moment. And apparently the goalkeeper wants a play, but there's two goalkeepers that want a shot. And I don't see Joronen, or whatever his name is, the Icelandic. I believe he's Icelandic, and if I am wrong, please let me know in the comments section down below. But I don't see him actually being a big integral part in our team. So I'm actually going to go for Godinho here for the first game here against Nacional from Portugal. And the only thing I like about one of the things I like about these preseason things is that the intro is very, very short. And speaking about introductions, it seems that Nacional has just introduced themselves to us with that 1-0 lead in the very early minutes of the half here. This caught me completely by surprise, guys. My defense was in shambles, to be quite honest. And there, number 18 from Nacional slots it perfectly there. And again, the crowd goes wild. But not our crowd, the crowd from here, Tiquinho Soares. Or Soares, I guess, is how you would pronounce it in English, technically. But I like to pronounce it in Spanish, and I believe it would be Soares. But anyways, here we have our own opportunity with Carney. Carney's going to try to find something. He's all by himself. He's going to go for the shot. He gets clipped, and we get a PK call, guys. A PK call in the very, at least seemingly the half of the half, basically, almost. And Zainadine Jr. gets the yellow card here, the captain for Nacional. And there, I'm not sure how or what Carney is actually telling him. I don't even think he speaks English, to be quite honest. So I don't know how they're exactly communicating, but nevertheless, I guess it's all part of the game. Anyways, here we have Dembele, and you know what? Last time Dembele had a PK, it didn't go so well. So I'm actually gonna take him out. I'm trying to find the best penalty kick taker that I have right now, and apparently it's Scott Parker. So our captain Scott Parker is up to bat, and he will go for the shot, and he takes the goalkeeper, or fakes the goalkeeper, goes the opposite direction, and we get the draw here. That is pretty scrappy, to be quite honest. I don't know if we exactly deserve it, but now that we have the tie, we have to keep at it, and hopefully we can get a game-winning goal at some point in this game. And guys, I do apologize if my commentary is a little bit off. I don't know, but I'm not feeling so well right now. But anyways, enough about those excuses. Scott Parker's first goal here in the European International Cup. And it'll probably be his last, to be quite honest. I don't think he isn't exactly a goal scorer. Here we have Zezinho with a great shot, but luckily there Godinho's there for the save. And remember that Godinho is our backup goalkeeper, so he has to have his A game going, because I'm pretty sure that he will be called upon to make saves like these at some point in this season. Here's an opportunity for Dembele. Dembele's all alone. He has the opportunity to go for the shot. He does, but a great save there by the goalkeeper from Nacional. The man between the post. Save there with a paw. Just took it on the paw there, guys. Number 12, who is playing as a number 1 right now. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, Scott Parker has an opportunity here to do something. We do get a nice header there from Amorvieta, I believe. But the goalkeeper, yet again, comes out with a clutch save in the last second there. Anywho, and here we have the last few seconds of this first half, and the first half will end with a 0-0 draw, guys. Nothing too exciting, but at least we have a match going. We have a 1-1 draw, so it's kind of like we haven't even played a single minute here, as we're still drawn. But hopefully in the second half we can make something happen and start this tournament off with a win. That would be the ideal thing to do. Obviously that doesn't always tend to happen, but hopefully I can do something about that and keep that in perspective, and hopefully I will notch in 1 goal here. And here you have Mitroglou. I'm going to take out Christensen, put in Tunnicliffe. And I'm going to take off Mitroglou, excuse me, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I do apologize for that, guys. And I thought I was going to take him out, but I guess I'm not. I'm going to put in Sandra here at the left midfield position. And I believe those are the only 2 changes I'm going to make in this game. And here we have Suarez with a great opportunity, but luckily, we make the great save, but the rebound there is left. And again, it's number 18, who kind of just puts a dagger and a damper to our party here. And 2 defenders of mine are right there, and still he gets the headed shot. That's very, very frustrating. And this cannot happen in the Barclays Premier League, because if this is a pattern here, if this is a constant, this is a habit, we're going to have a lot of issues trying to not get relegated, which will not be ideal for me, and it won't be ideal for you guys, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want me to go back to the championship. And obviously, because of that, I might get fired, so that's not exactly where I want to be either. But unfortunately for us, guys, we get the first loss here. First loss of this new season. Hopefully that's not the case for the next game that will be coming up right now, as we see here the results from the other games that happened simultaneously to ours. And here we have a transfer offer, and Voser is questioning his role, which I find disturbing, because he actually does get a nice rotation here. Lonergan gets an offer, and I will actually stall these for a while. So Kellenberg's actually getting an offer as well, which is fairly interesting, because he hasn't even played a single minute for me, but maybe he's made a name for himself in the other team. Anyways, with Lonergan, I do want to sell him, but I want to sell him for a good price. So I'm going to bump up and do the counter offer for 1.5 million for each single team here. And hopefully one of these guys will bite. And as for Stekelenburg, I'm actually going to go for 5 million, see if anyone is crazy enough to go for that amount. I doubt anyone will. But I have enough confidence in Godinho to see me out here for this first season. I mean, all we have to do is not go down, which I think is completely doable, even with what I would consider at the moment my backup goalkeeper. And again, I'm getting new offers from other teams, and I'm going to go counter offer again for $1.5 million. Or euros, excuse me. Or pounds. Wow, that is embarrassing. I went through the whole kind of little spectrum there of currency in this game. Anywho, we get some offers back, some counter offers, and some people are not biting to that price, but it doesn't matter. I can wait. I'm pretty sure someone will come up with a better offer than just 1 million pounds here. Anywho, I'm going to play Palermo now, and I'm going to make a couple changes here. I'm going to bring up that tandem back up of Dembele and Silva that has been so crucial in the second division here in Great Britain, and hopefully we'll be able to replicate that form come this next game. And in this short little intro, guys, I want to remind you that starting this Friday, we'll be starting my shout-out week. A Thanksgiving to you guys, or me giving thanks to you guys who have been so supportive of my channel. If you want to participate in the shout-out, you guys have to be active on my channel as much as possible. It helps if you're subscribed, because I'm going to give my subscribers the front of the line, so to speak. I'm going to have them cut the line in a metaphorical way. As we see here, the first goal for Palermo, and it is a beauty. It's a beauty, and it irritates me so much. But that one definitely caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting a long-range shot. Well, I guess it wasn't even a long-range shot, but it was a nice, well-driven shot. And unfortunately, there, Godinho doesn't get the ball, and it goes in the back of the net. Or I think it's actually Stekelenburg, excuse me. Ooh, this is my first game with him, and so far I'm not exactly liking him. Anyways, guys, for my shout-out series, stay active, like my videos, subscribe, and leave a comment every now and then. That's always nice, and that'll definitely grab my attention. Anyways, here you have Dembele with an opportunity of his own. He's all by himself. He's going to do it. He's a one-man army there. He's going to go for the shot, and it gets saved there. So all that effort, all that work that Dembele put kind of just went for, or was for nothing, basically, because Alastra actually got a very good save there. Anyways, and here we have the last few seconds of this first half, and so far I'm in a uncomfortable position, having conceded the lead here, and so far that's how it ends. That's how this first time will end. We have a 1-0 deficit that we have to overcome for the next half, and I'm gonna make a couple big changes here because some of the players are fatigued, and I need to make stuff happen. And apparently this formation that I have, the striker tandem, isn't exactly going the way I wanted to. So I'm gonna put in Munir for Silva, I believe, and I'm also gonna put in Sandro for Dembele, excuse me for that yawn there. That's very uncalled for. But anyways, and I put in Julian Green as well in the right midfield position. And here you have Ngoyi, who does all this work here, and he almost sneaks past. But we get a PK call for no apparent reason, and I'm trying to figure out what is the reasoning behind this PK call. I didn't see any foul. If you guys saw a foul, please let me know in the comment section down below, because I don't know where the foul came from. And to no surprise, they get the goal, and now their lead is doubled. And what was an anthill has just become a mountain. Basically, I think that's what the saying is. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. And an anthill or a molehill. I don't know what it's called, but I know you guys know what I'm trying to say here. Anywho, this just puts the damper on my party here. I was trying to start off in a great foot here and kind of hit the ground running, so to speak. And this exactly isn't the way that I wanted to. What a great shot there, but what a great save yet again there for the goalkeeper from Palermo. And you can see there, I think there was a slight deflection, so that kind of took him by surprise there. But not enough of a surprise to actually find itself in the back of the net, unfortunately. And Alberto Girardino is actually playing for Palermo? That's interesting. Is it actually official, guys? Like, if you guys know something about the Italian league, let me know, because I remember his days back in like AC Milan, and I believe even in Fiorentina, I believe he was there. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I remember him mostly from AC Milan and Fiorentina. But I don't even know if Fiorentina was actually the team he played on. But the fact that Palermo is fairly interesting. I think obviously he's up there in age, so that might be a factor. He isn't exactly the striker that he once was back in his peak. But no, people rarely are. But as we can see here, guys, this is the second loss, so we might as well kiss the next round goodbye. Or at least that's what I thought. Oh, when I saw that score, because obviously two losses, your chances of going to the next round is obviously very, very minimal. But as we can see here, we are actually still in the game, technically. Mathematically speaking, we are still in the game. And so I'm going to give it all I got for this last game, even though I know most likely we will not qualify. But hey, I'd rather do that and at least give it the old college try and try to get to the next round instead of just kind of just wasting this last game. Although technically I wouldn't waste it. I'd be playing my younger guys and seeing what they can do. And again, here we have a bunch of transfer offers. Again, some people uh, don't think he's worth 1.5 million, but that, like I said, that's not a worry for me. I know someone will will bite for that price, and I actually never mind. I guess I accept that amount here, 1.1 million. I'm a little surprised with myself, but then again, guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but I actually pre-record these because I just don't have enough time between work and school and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys don't mind. I obviously want to make a decent content. I can't say great because I know this content isn't exactly the best, but I hope it's decent enough for you guys to kind of just enjoy. I don't even care if it's like background stuff. As long as you kind of like stick your head out every now and then, that would be great. Cause I don't know about you guys, but I tend not to be 100% concentrated on FIFA YouTube videos. Uh, I used to be a lot at the very beginning, but after a while, it kind of gets a little like redundant and stuff. And I'm still excited for certain parts of the game. Don't get me wrong, but having 100% concentration isn't exactly the thing I always do when I'm watching these videos. Um, and no fault to the of the YouTuber, that's just me, to be quite honest. Anyways, with this, I actually remember that I have rules, guys. You guys remember I have rules, a rule of three, and I'm only going to be able to do three transfers per transfer season. So right now this is the summer transfer window. So I am allowed three transfers as well, but I'm going to do this differently. I'm also going to take some loan players out here. So I'm going to loan Moreira out. Hopefully, Atletico Madrid accepts. I'm also going to loan Hoffman here, and I'm gonna set a price for uh, £1 million as the future fee, and let's see if they accept that. I'm gonna bring in Gianluca Gaudinho as well, and again, guys, I'm just basically ransacking Bayern Munich's like youth academy products here. But what can I say? I really enjoy watching FC Bayern. They're actually one of my favorite teams, Barcelona being one of them, and Barcelona I'm also having a career with as well. So if you guys are interested in that, please check that out. But anyways, Barcelona, Bayern. I'm also somewhat of an Inter fanatic, so to speak, and I guess I should reiterate that I'm not exactly a fan of Barcelona or a fan of Bayern Munich, but I'm an admirer, so to speak, because fan has this amount of meaning and amount of pressure, and I can't say that I've seen every single Bayern Munich game this season. In fact, I think I've only seen one this whole season. I've seen a couple of Barcelona games, a handful. Inter, I haven't seen a single game, and that's partly because the place where I live at doesn't seem to pick up too many Italian games. But anyways, I guess technically I should be able to find a stream of some kind. But anyways, like I said, I don't like to use the word fan because there's a lot of people that are actually fans out there that live and die with those said teams, and I don't want to show any sort of disrespect here. For Fulham, Fulham is enticing to me. I obviously am not a fan because, like I said, for that definition of fandom, I don't consider myself a fan. Admirer would be even too much of a strong word. for it, but with the history that Fulham has with the U.S., it's obviously enticing to me, and it's one of the reasons that I picked them as an option to do this career mode, guys. So as we can see here, the away team is actually all guns are blazing. They're going for it. They need the win to assure themselves a spot in the next round. And again, this is a second attempt in a couple of first minutes here in the half, and they've been getting closer and closer and closer there. And talk about inception. I just see the FIFA good old banner there. And here we have Mitoglu. Mitoglu cuts back, sent over the shot, and that is the first goal for Mitoglu in this season, and it is the first lead that we have in this whole tournament. So far, things are looking up for us here, but we still have to depend on the game that we are watching right now. Because even if we do our job here, we're also going to have to make sure that one of the teams comes out victorious. If they play to a draw, we're basically screwed. So as we can see here, the Greek forward here gets a great goal and a great start of his season as we're playing in the San Siro, and for some reason it took me a while to realize that. I've actually been to the San Siro once when I had a trip when I had a Euro trip, so to speak. Not like the movie, which obviously is R-rated fun. But I did manage to travel through a couple of countries here, and a couple of cities, exactly. And I actually managed to see Inter Milan play Udinese a couple of years back, and that was one of the most memorable things, not only from that trip, but of my life. I actually remember certain fragments of that experience. I still have my ticket stub uh, that I've kept for over, I want to say, 6 years. And I know I'm kind of not focusing on the game, guys, but I'm sorry. This San Siro is one of the most historic stadiums that I've been lucky to actually have been in. I've seen other stadiums while I was in Europe. I've visited the Parc des Princes in Paris. I visited, what else did I do? I was in the Camp Nou. And I've also visited Alliance Arena in Germany. So I hit the big ones that are my favorites. Here we have Mitoglu yet again with his second goal of this tournament. And here's our goal leading scorer in what seems to be a very short time span. Remember, Parker scored the first goal of this tournament, and Mitoglu gets a nice, calm save, and he doesn't freak out there. He's very cool on the shot, and this brings our lead to 2, which makes our chances of going to the next round greater. Anyways, guys, so the last comment here, like I'm a big soccer fan, so the fact that I've gotten to visit those stadiums is will forever be, excuse me, a monumentous moment, I guess, even though that sounds redundant, but it was a great experience and it's something I will never forget. Anyways, as we can see here, and I know all this crap must be boring for someone who actually lives in Italy and who goes to the stadium every now and then, but for me, being in the States, being in those stadiums that are basically, have a lot of history, was a great experience. But anyways, in these last couple seconds here that we have in this game, we're trying to go for the third one to kind of better cement our position, and the game is over, guys. We get a 2-0 win at least. We end this tournament with a win, at least in the group stage. Now we just have to wait and see for the next game. And as you can see here, Nacional and Palermo tie, which means that they both go up to 4 points, or at least it's either a 7 and a 5. And judging by the table icon that we see there, we obviously did not make it to the next round, but we at least get a little under £1,000,000 to be added to our transfer budget. And here we see for our center back here, Hoffman, they actually refused the £1,000,000 future fee. And as we will see here momentarily, Atletico Madrid will also reject that offer. And because of that case, I figured, you know what? I'm not going to toy around with this because I actually want Hoffman to be on my team at any means necessary. So I'm just going to go straight for the loan because I don't want it to be an instance where I try to see how much they're willing to let him go for, and then risk him basically refusing any sort of communication with us. So I actually will just go for the loan. And here we have a player sold. And we get some more transfer funds here. The same thing would happen for Andre Moreira. I know I could have maybe pushed maybe 5 million and see if they would nudge there, but I'm just gonna go for the 2-year loan here, and maybe after I'll consider going back and making some sort of offer for him in the future. And now the beautiful part is that we have this big gap here, so we're gonna get a lot of training here, and hopefully people will grow before the actual start of this season. Anyways, as we can see here, there was a transfer offer accepted, and welcome to the team, Sinan Kurt. Well, not welcome to the team, but let's see what will it take to entice you to come here. I'm gonna put future first team player. However, I can tell you that that was just a Hail Mary. I didn't expect him uh, to uh, to actually go through with it. And here we have Gudinho, who I actually do get the offer. They accepted £3 million offer, a future fee, and so I signed him up very quickly. And Atletico Madrid's player is actually joining us as well. And here we have the loanee, the third loanee that we obviously have for this whole season. Because remember, guys, I'm allowed to buy 3 players each transfer window, but I'm not allowed to loan in 3 players every transfer window. Usually, I'm just going to stick to 3 loans for the entire year. And Emerson Hyman gets an offer. And you guys know Emerson Hyman's on my list of no sells. They're going to stay here for as long as they're willing to stay. And so I am not going to sell him at all. And here we have Sinan Kurt, who apparently is not happy with Sporadic either. So we're going to go for the next best thing, which is squad rotation player. And hopefully he'll accept that offer as we go through yet again another training simulation. And unfortunately no one grows, but at least their attributes are going very, very nicely. And here you have a transfer offer for Pringle. And considering his age, I'm just going to accept it right off the bat. There's no point in mingling and trying to bump up anything. I think that's a decent amount anyways to begin with. And here we finally get Sinan Kurt to sign his contract. And now we have the player sold here for Sinan. And here we're going to have another training simulation that should be quicker than the other one we just had. And I'll check out Christensen, excuse me, not Christensen. I'm going to take out one player and put in Kurt as well. Anywho, and now we have the Youth Scout Month report. And so far it seems okay. I will actually take Bush out of here, or at least I'm considering it. I'm not sure if I will. But Hines and the other players seem to be very promising. And here we have the monthly squad report, guys. And if you guys have noticed, this episode is actually about 30 minutes long, and I do apologize for the length of the video. I typically have been very well at keeping these up to 20 when having 3 games, but considering this is the beginning of the season, and there's a lot of transfer things going on, instead of breaking it into 2 episodes, I figure I would just fill it up all the way to 30. I didn't think it'd get to 30, to be quite honest, but just to keep it in one video, I think was the best option for me at the moment. But anywho, guys, I will leave you guys here with these last couple of squad reports here from our reserve players. And again, guys, I'd like to remind you one more time that I would be doing my shoutout series Friday. 2 episodes a day, one for Barcelona, one for Fulham. And if you want to participate in that, please subscribe to my channel to stay updated. Give a like on the videos and leave a comment on the comment section down below. The more participate you are, the more likely you will be getting a shout out. And that will be it, guys. Follow me on Twitter at SFP Soccer Show. Follow me on Twitch at SFP Gaming. Obviously, hit the subscribe button if you want to stay updated with the videos I post. And also check out my other channel called Soccer Fan Perspective. It's basically me just giving my 2 cents on things that are happening in the soccer world. Usually it's MLS and US related, but I also want to branch out with European news if it merits news or if it's like a big deal. Anywho, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video that'll be coming up later. Peace.